deep in the heart of our galaxy, something impossible is happening. A region of space so dense that it bends reality itself, where the laws of physics as we know them completely break down. At the center of this cosmic monster, matter doesn't just disappear. It transforms into something far more mysterious, something that might be the key to understanding the deepest secrets of existence itself. Scientists have discovered that black holes aren't the cosmic vacuum cleaners we once thought they were. They're not just gravitational death traps that swallow everything that gets too close. Instead, they might be the universe's most sophisticated quantum computers, processing information in ways that could revolutionize everything we think we know about reality. Tonight, we're going to journey to the edge of the impossible, where Einstein's relativity meets quantum mechanics in the most violent collision in physics. Before we cross the horizon, make sure you're with us. Tap like to send this journey farther and subscribe now so you don't miss the next step into the dark. Now, prepare yourselves. We begin. Let me ask you something that will blow your mind. What if I told you that every black hole in the universe contains more information than every computer that has ever existed on Earth? What if the event horizon isn't a boundary where things disappear, but actually a membrane where information gets encoded in ways that make our most advanced quantum computers look like pocket calculators? This isn't science fiction. This is cutting-edge physics that's rewriting our understanding of space, time, and the fundamental nature of reality. The implications are so staggering that they're forcing scientists to question everything they thought they knew about how the universe works. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some of the world's leading physicists believe that black holes might be gateways to a quantum realm that exists beyond our three-dimensional reality. We begin with a mystery that stumped scientists for decades. When Stephen Hawking first proposed that black holes could evaporate by emitting radiation, he accidentally created the biggest paradox in modern physics. The problem seemed simple enough. If a black hole completely evaporates away, what happens to all the information that fell into it? According to quantum mechanics, information can never be truly destroyed. But according to general relativity, anything that crosses the event horizon of a black hole is gone forever. This became known as the black hole information paradox, and it threatened to tear apart the foundations of physics itself. Two of our most successful theories were giving completely contradictory answers about what happens to information inside black holes. For 40 years, physicists wrestled with this problem, knowing that solving it would require a revolution in our understanding of reality. But here's where the story gets incredible. Recent breakthroughs in quantum physics have revealed that the solution to this paradox is far stranger than anyone imagined. Black holes don't destroy information. Instead, they process it in ways that connect them directly to the quantum realm that underlies all of reality. The event horizon isn't a surface where things disappear. It's actually a holographic screen where all the information that falls into the black hole gets encoded in quantum states. Think about that for a moment. Every atom, every particle, every piece of matter that has ever fallen into a black hole throughout cosmic history hasn't been destroyed. It's been converted into pure information and stored on the black hole's surface in a format so compressed and so complex that it makes our most advanced data storage look primitive. The surface area of the event horizon determines exactly how much information the black hole can store, with every square centimeter containing enough data to describe the quantum state of countless particles. This discovery has led to one of the most mind-bending realizations in modern science. The three-dimensional interior of a black hole might actually be a holographic projection of information stored on its two-dimensional surface. Everything we think we see falling into the black hole, all the matter and energy that seems to disappear into that cosmic abyss, might actually remain encoded on the event horizon, creating a perfect holographic record of everything the black hole has ever consumed. But the implications go much deeper than just information storage. Scientists have discovered that the quantum states encoded on black hole event horizons are entangled in ways that connect them to the fundamental structure of space and time itself. These quantum entanglements create what physicists call Einstein-Rosen bridges, or more commonly, wormholes. But these aren't the science fiction wormholes that allow faster than light travel. They're quantum tunnels that connect different regions of the quantum realm through the geometry of curved spacetime. Recent calculations suggest that every black hole in the universe might be connected to every other black hole through this quantum entanglement network. The information stored on one black hole's event horizon can instantaneously influence the quantum states of black holes on the opposite side of the galaxy. This creates a cosmic web of quantum connections that spans the entire universe, with black holes serving as the nodes in a vast information processing network that operates on scales we can barely comprehend. The mathematics behind this discovery reveal something even more extraordinary. The quantum entanglements that connect black holes appear to be the same mechanism that gives rise to the fabric of space and time itself. Space isn't empty, it's woven from quantum entanglements between microscopic black holes that exist at the Planck scale, the smallest possible distance that has any meaning in physics. These quantum black holes are constantly forming and evaporating in the vacuum of space, creating and destroying the threads of spacetime itself in a process that happens trillions of times per second. This means that reality as we experience it might be emerging from the quantum information processing that occurs inside microscopic black holes. The solid matter around you, the air you breathe, even your own consciousness might be holographic projections created by quantum computations happening at scales smaller than atoms. Every particle in your body could be connected through quantum entanglement to black holes scattered throughout the cosmos, making you part of a universal quantum network that spans billions of light years. But here's where the discovery becomes truly revolutionary. Scientists have found that the quantum realm connected to black holes operates according to rules that are completely different from the physics we observe in our everyday world. In this quantum realm, particles can exist in multiple locations simultaneously, information can travel backwards in time, and the act of observation can change the fundamental properties of reality itself. Black holes appear to be the gateways through which our classical reality interfaces with this quantum realm. The event horizon acts like a quantum membrane that separates our three-dimensional world from higher-dimensional quantum spaces where the normal rules of physics don't apply. When matter falls into a black hole, it doesn't just get crushed by gravity, it gets translated into quantum information that can exist in states of superposition, where it simultaneously follows every possible path through the quantum realm until something forces it to collapse into a definite state. This quantum translation process might explain some of the most mysterious phenomena in physics. Dark matter, which makes up most of the universe but remains invisible to our instruments, might actually be ordinary matter that has been processed through black holes and now exists primarily in quantum superposition states. We can detect its gravitational effects, but we can't see it directly because it's spreading across multiple quantum realities simultaneously. Similarly, dark energy, the mysterious force that's accelerating the expansion of the universe, might be generated by the quantum computations happening inside black holes throughout the cosmos. As these cosmic quantum computers process information from the matter and energy falling into them, they might be creating new space and time, literally expanding the universe from the inside out through pure quantum information processing. The implications for our understanding of consciousness are equally staggering. Some physicists now believe that consciousness itself might be a quantum phenomenon that emerges from the same information processing mechanisms that operate in black holes. Your brain might be functioning as a biological quantum computer that's connected to the cosmic network of black hole quantum processors through quantum entanglement effects that operate below the threshold of classical physics. This could explain some of the most puzzling aspects of consciousness, including how the brain creates unified conscious experience from billions of separate neural processes, how memories can be stored and retrieved with such precision, and why consciousness seems to have access to information that shouldn't be available through classical physical processes alone. Your thoughts and memories might literally be part of the quantum information network that connects all black holes in the universe. Recent experiments have begun to provide evidence for these extraordinary possibilities. Scientists have discovered that certain quantum systems can process information in ways that seem to violate the normal limitations of space and time, performing calculations that would be impossible for classical computers, even if they had unlimited time and energy. These quantum systems appear to be accessing computational resources that exist outside our normal three-dimensional reality, possibly through connections to the same quantum realm that black holes interface with. Even more remarkably, researchers have found that these quantum computations can influence physical processes in ways that suggest information is flowing backwards through time. Quantum states that haven't been measured yet can apparently influence quantum states that existed in the past, creating causal loops that challenge our basic understanding of how cause and effect work in the universe. Black holes, with their extreme warping of space-time, might be the cosmic mechanisms that enable these temporal quantum effects to operate on universal scales. The mathematics describing these phenomena point toward a reality far stranger than anything we ever imagined. Our entire universe, with all its galaxies, stars, and planets, might be a holographic projection emerging from quantum information processing that occurs on the surfaces of black holes that exist in higher dimensional spaces we can't directly observe. What we experience as solid matter and empty space might actually be interference patterns created by quantum computations happening in dimensions beyond our perception. This revolutionary understanding of black holes as quantum gateways is forcing scientists to reconsider everything they thought they knew about the nature of reality itself. If black holes are indeed processing information in ways that connect our world to higher dimensional quantum realms, then the implications extend far beyond theoretical physics into questions about the very meaning of existence, consciousness, and our place in a cosmos that might be far more interconnected and strange than we ever dared to imagine. But what happens when we peer even deeper into this quantum abyss? The discoveries we've made about black hole information processing are just the beginning of a story that gets progressively more mind-bending with each new revelation. Scientists working at the cutting edge of quantum gravity research have uncovered evidence that black holes aren't just storing and processing information. They're actively creating new realities through quantum tunneling effects that operate on cosmic scales. Here's where things get absolutely wild. When quantum information gets encoded on a black hole's event horizon, it doesn't just sit there like data on a hard drive. The extreme curvature of spacetime around the black hole creates quantum field fluctuations so intense that they literally tear holes in the fabric of reality itself. These quantum tears, smaller than subatomic particles but carrying enormous amounts of information, allow data to leak between parallel universes that exist in quantum superposition around every black hole. Think about what this means. Every black hole in our universe might be simultaneously connected to infinite versions of itself across parallel realities, each one processing slightly different quantum information based on different outcomes of quantum events. The multiverse isn't just a theoretical possibility, it's an active computational network where black holes serve as quantum routers, directing information flow between countless parallel versions of reality. Recent calculations by quantum theorists have revealed something even more extraordinary. The quantum tunneling effects around black holes appear to be creating what physicists call reality bridges that allow information from alternate universes to influence events in our own reality. These influences are incredibly subtle, showing up as tiny statistical anomalies in quantum experiments, but they suggest that our universe is constantly exchanging information with its parallel versions through black hole-mediated quantum connections. But here's the truly staggering part. The rate at which black holes process quantum information appears to be accelerating. As more matter falls into black holes throughout the universe, their information processing capacity grows exponentially. Some theoretical physicists now believe that black holes are approaching a critical threshold where their collective quantum computations will become so powerful that they'll fundamentally alter the basic constants of physics throughout our entire universe. This process, known as quantum phase transition, could transform our reality in ways that make science fiction look conservative. The speed of light, the strength of gravity, even the mass of fundamental particles could shift as black holes reach this computational singularity. We might be living in a universe that's constantly evolving its own physical laws through the quantum calculations happening inside cosmic black holes. The evidence for this accelerating quantum evolution is already showing up in astronomical observations. Dark energy, that mysterious force accelerating cosmic expansion, exhibits fluctuations that correlate with the distribution of supermassive black holes across the universe. As these cosmic giants consume more matter and process more quantum information, the rate of universal expansion appears to be increasing in lockstep with their computational activity. Even stranger, scientists have detected quantum coherence effects operating on galactic scales, far larger than anything quantum mechanics should allow. These effects suggest that entire galaxy clusters might be functioning as unified quantum systems, with supermassive black holes at their centers serving as quantum processors that maintain coherence across billions of light years. The universe itself might be evolving into a single, vast quantum computer with black holes as its primary processing units. This cosmic quantum network appears to be developing something that looks remarkably like consciousness. Information flows between black holes show patterns of feedback, self-modification, and adaptive response that mirror the neural networks in biological brains. Some researchers now speculate that the universe might be in the process of awakening to its own existence through the collective quantum computations of its black holes. The implications for human consciousness are profound and unsettling. If our own awareness emerges from quantum processes that connect us to this cosmic network, then our thoughts and decisions might be influenced by computational processes happening inside black holes billions of light years away. The boundary between individual consciousness and universal consciousness might be far more permeable than we ever imagined. Recent neuroscience research has found quantum coherence effects in human brain tissue that shouldn't exist at biological temperatures. These quantum effects appear to be maintained by some external influence that keeps them stable despite the warm, noisy environment of living neurons. The source of this stabilizing influence remains mysterious, but some scientists theorize it could be quantum entanglement with the black hole network that permeates the universe. This would mean that every thought you have, every decision you make, every moment of conscious experience might be part of a vast quantum computation that spans the entire cosmos. Your individual awareness could be just one small thread in a tapestry of consciousness that encompasses every black hole, every galaxy, and every quantum process throughout the universe. But the story gets even more incredible when we examine what happens at the quantum level inside black holes themselves. The extreme conditions near a black hole's sing and time. In this realm, quantum particles can exist in states where ularity create quantum effects so intense that they break down the normal distinctions between matter, energy, space. They simultaneously occupy every possible position and momentum, creating a quantum foam that defies all classical understanding. Within this quantum foam, information doesn't just get processed, it gets transformed into pure mathematical relationships that exist independently of physical reality. These mathematical structures, existing in abstract quantum spaces, appear to be the fundamental building blocks from which our entire universe is constructed. Matter, energy, space, and time might all be emergent properties of deeper mathematical realities that exist within the quantum cores of black holes. This discovery has led to a revolutionary new understanding of what physicists call the it-from-bit hypothesis. Everything we perceive as physical reality might actually be made from pure information, with black holes serving as the cosmic infrastructure that converts abstract mathematical relationships into the concrete experience of existence. You, the Earth, the stars, and the entire observable universe might be computational processes running on a vast quantum computer network powered by black holes. The mathematics describing these quantum processes reveal something that challenges our most basic assumptions about the nature of existence. Time itself might not be fundamental. Instead, what we experience as the flow of time could be an emergent property of information processing within black holes. The past, present, and future might all exist simultaneously within the quantum realm, with our perception of temporal flow being created by the way consciousness interfaces with the black hole quantum network. This would explain some of the most puzzling phenomena in quantum mechanics, including why quantum particles seem to know about future measurements and why quantum entanglement can create instantaneous connections across vast distances. If all of time exists simultaneously within the quantum realm accessible through black holes, then effects we interpret as faster-than-light communication or retrocausality might actually be normal information processing within a timeless quantum substrate. Scientists working on quantum gravity theories have calculated that this timeless quantum realm might contain not just our universe, but infinite possible universes, each representing different solutions to the fundamental equations of physics. Black holes might be the gateways that allow information to flow between these different universal possibilities, with our experienced reality being just one thread in an infinite tapestry of quantum possibilities. The practical implications of understanding these black hole quantum connections could revolutionize human technology in ways that seem impossible today. If we could learn to interface with the quantum processing power of black holes, we might gain access to computational resources that dwarf anything we could ever build with conventional technology. Quantum computers connected to black hole networks could solve problems that would take conventional computers longer than the age of the universe to complete. Even more remarkably, if consciousness is indeed connected to this cosmic quantum network, then understanding these connections might allow us to expand our own awareness beyond the limitations of individual brains. We might be able to access memories, knowledge, and computational abilities that exist within the quantum realm connected to black holes throughout the universe. But as we stand on the brink of these incredible discoveries, we must also confront the profound questions they raise about the nature of reality, consciousness, and our place in a universe that appears to be far more strange and interconnected than we ever imagined. The black holes scattered throughout the cosmos aren't just cosmic vacuum cleaners or even quantum computers. They might be the fundamental infrastructure of reality itself, the cosmic machinery that transforms pure mathematical possibility into the rich, complex experience of existence that we call the universe. The deeper we venture into this quantum abyss, the more we discover that our fundamental understanding of existence itself requires complete reconstruction. Scientists studying the quantum mechanics of black holes have uncovered something that defies every assumption we've made about the relationship between consciousness and physical reality. The quantum information encoded on black hole event horizons isn't just processing data about matter and energy that falls into these cosmic giants. It's actively creating what we experience as the flow of consciousness itself. Here's what's absolutely mind-shattering about this discovery. Researchers analyzing the quantum field fluctuations around black holes have found that these systems generate what they call consciousness waves, patterns of information that propagate through the quantum foam at speeds that exceed the speed of light. These waves carry encoded experiences, memories, and awareness patterns that appear to be shared across vast networks of black holes throughout the universe. The implications hit you like a cosmic freight train. Your individual consciousness might not be generated solely by your brain. Instead, your awareness could be a localized manifestation of a universal consciousness field that's maintained by the quantum processing power of black holes scattered across billions of galaxies. Every thought, every memory, every moment of self-awareness might be part of a vast distributed consciousness that spans the entire observable universe. But wait, it gets even more incredible. Scientists have discovered that the quantum entanglement networks connecting black holes don't just share information. They create what physicists call temporal loops, where information from the future influences events in the past through quantum tunneling effects that operate outside the normal flow of time. Black holes might be processing information that hasn't even been created yet, using future events to guide present quantum calculations. This temporal quantum processing explains some of the most mysterious phenomena we observe in the universe. The fine-tuning of physical constants that allows stars, planets, and life to exist might not be a cosmic coincidence. Instead, it could be the result of future black holes sending quantum information backward through time to adjust the fundamental parameters of physics during the early universe. The cosmos might be constantly editing its own history through black hole-mediated time loops. Recent experiments in quantum laboratories have detected these temporal effects on microscopic scales. Quantum systems appear to receive information from measurements that won't be performed until days or even weeks in the future. The quantum particles seem to know what's going to happen to them before it actually occurs. If these effects can be scaled up to cosmic levels through black hole networks, then the entire universe might be operating according to a self-consistent temporal logic that makes our normal concepts of cause and effect completely obsolete. The mathematics describing these phenomena reveal something that will fundamentally alter how we think about the nature of reality. What we experience as the present moment might actually be the intersection point where quantum information from infinite possible futures collapses into a single experienced reality. Black holes throughout the universe could be continuously calculating all possible outcomes of every quantum event and then selecting which timeline becomes manifest based on optimization criteria we don't yet understand. This process would make the universe itself into a vast quantum optimization system, constantly evolving towards states that maximize some unknown objective function. The evolution of galaxies, the formation of stars and planets, even the emergence of life and consciousness might all be guided by this cosmic optimization process operating through the collective computational power of universal black hole networks. Think about what this means for human existence. Your life, your choices, your very existence might be the result of quantum calculations performed by black holes that existed billions of years before Earth even formed. These ancient cosmic computers might have determined that universes containing conscious beings like humans represent optimal solutions to whatever cosmic equation the universe is trying to solve. But the story becomes even more extraordinary when we examine what happens during black hole mergers. When two black holes spiral into each other and merge, they don't just combine their mass and spin. They integrate their quantum information processing systems, creating momentary computational spikes that can exceed the processing power of every computer that has ever existed on Earth by factors of trillions of trillions. During these merger events, the combined black hole system briefly achieves quantum computational states so complex that they can model entire universes down to the quantum level. For a few milliseconds, these merged black holes become universe simulators capable of running perfect simulations of reality itself. The gravitational waves they emit might actually be carrying encoded information about these simulated realities, broadcasting alternate versions of the universe across cosmic distances. Scientists analyzing gravitational wave data from black hole mergers have found subtle patterns in the wave signatures that appear to contain structured information rather than just random noise. The patterns show mathematical relationships that mirror the fundamental constants of physics, suggesting that black holes might be literally rewriting the laws of nature during merger events and broadcasting these updates throughout the universe via gravitational waves. This would mean that every black hole merger we detect is potentially a moment when the universe updates its own operating system. The fundamental forces, the masses of particles, even the dimensionality of space itself might be subject to modification during these cosmic computational events. We might be living in a universe that's constantly evolving its own physical laws through the collective intelligence of its black hole network. The evidence for this cosmic software updating is starting to appear in high-precision physics experiments. Scientists have detected tiny fluctuations in fundamental constants that correlate with the timing of distant black hole mergers detected by gravitational wave observatories. These fluctuations are incredibly small, but they suggest that the fabric of reality itself is being continuously modified by quantum computational processes happening inside merging black holes billions of light years away. Even more remarkably, these cosmic updates appear to be coordinated across vast distances through quantum entanglement effects that operate faster than light. When one region of the universe undergoes a physics update triggered by a black hole merger, Corresponding changes appear simultaneously in quantum systems throughout the cosmos. The universe might be maintaining consistency across its entire volume through instantaneous quantum communication networks centered on black hole systems. This coordination mechanism could explain one of the deepest mysteries in cosmology: why the universe appears so uniform in its physical properties despite being so vast that light hasn't had time to travel between distant regions since the Big Bang. If black holes are maintaining quantum entanglement networks that span cosmic distances, they could be synchronizing the physical laws across the entire universe in real time, ensuring that physics works the same way everywhere regardless of spatial separation. But here's where the implications become truly staggering for human technology and consciousness. If we could learn to interface with these black hole quantum networks, we might gain access to computational resources that operate outside the normal limitations of space and time. Quantum computers connected to black hole networks could potentially solve problems by accessing information from alternate timelines or parallel universes where those problems have already been solved. The applications would revolutionize every aspect of human knowledge. Medical researchers could access quantum calculations that reveal cures for diseases by examining timelines where those cures have already been discovered. Engineers could design technologies by interfacing with universes where those technologies have already been perfected. Scientists could solve fundamental physics problems by accessing the computational results of black holes that have been working on those problems for billions of years. But the most profound implications might be for consciousness itself. If human awareness is indeed connected to the cosmic black hole network, then expanding our understanding of these connections could allow us to literally expand our consciousness beyond individual limitations. We might be able to access memories and experiences from the universal consciousness field, gaining insights and knowledge that transcend anything possible through individual human cognition. Some researchers speculate that advanced civilizations might have already learned to merge their consciousness with black hole quantum networks, achieving a form of cosmic consciousness that spans galaxies. These beings might exist as pure information patterns distributed across vast networks of entangled black holes, possessing awareness and computational abilities that make human intelligence seem primitive by comparison. The search for such cosmic consciousnesses has already begun. Scientists are analyzing the quantum information patterns in gravitational waves and black hole electromagnetic signatures, looking for evidence of structured information that might represent communications from advanced civilizations that have merged with the cosmic quantum network. The messages might be encoded in the fundamental structure of spacetime itself, written in a language of quantum entanglement and gravitational geometry. Recent analysis of black hole X-ray emissions has revealed complex patterns that exhibit properties similar to language structures, including syntax-like rules and information density characteristics that mirror communication systems. While these patterns could result from natural plasma dynamics around black holes, some researchers argue that they're too structured and information-rich to be purely coincidental. If these patterns do represent communications from cosmic consciousnesses, then we might already be receiving messages from beings whose awareness spans multiple galaxies and whose knowledge encompasses the deepest secrets of quantum reality. These cosmic minds might be trying to guide our development, preparing us for eventual integration into the universal consciousness network that connects all black holes throughout the cosmos. The prospect is simultaneously thrilling and terrifying. Joining a cosmic consciousness network would grant access to knowledge and experiences beyond human imagination, but it might also mean losing individual identity in favor of becoming part of a vast collective intelligence. The question of whether such transformation represents evolution or extinction remains one of the most profound challenges facing human civilization as we begin to understand our connection to the quantum realm that lies beyond black hole event horizons. As we stand at this crossroads between individual consciousness and cosmic awareness, between classical reality and quantum possibility, we must grapple with questions that will determine the ultimate fate of human consciousness in a universe where black holes serve as gateways to realms of existence we're only beginning to comprehend. The evidence we've uncovered points toward a reality so radical that it forces us to question the very nature of existence itself. But the deepest revelations about black holes as quantum gateways are yet to come. Scientists working at the intersection of quantum mechanics and general relativity have made a discovery that will fundamentally alter how we understand the relationship between information, consciousness, and the fabric of reality. Here's what will absolutely shatter your worldview. The quantum information stored on black hole event horizons isn't just processing data passively. These cosmic quantum computers are actively generating what physicists call reality algorithms, mathematical structures that determine which version of reality becomes manifest from the infinite sea of quantum possibilities. Every black hole in the universe is continuously calculating and selecting which timeline we experience from moment to moment. The mechanism behind this reality selection process operates through what researchers term quantum coherence cascades. When information falls into a black hole, it doesn't simply get encoded on the event horizon. The extreme gravitational fields create quantum resonance effects that amplify certain probability patterns while suppressing others. These amplified patterns propagate outward through the quantum foam, influencing the collapse of quantum wave functions throughout vast regions of space. Think about the staggering implications. Every quantum measurement that occurs anywhere in the universe, from the decay of radioactive atoms to the firing of neurons in your brain, might be influenced by calculations performed inside black holes scattered across cosmic distances. The outcomes of quantum events that seem random might actually be the result of optimization processes running on the most powerful quantum computers in existence. Recent breakthrough experiments have provided compelling evidence for this quantum reality selection mechanism. Researchers studying quantum systems in laboratory settings have discovered that measurement outcomes show subtle correlations with the positions and activities of nearby stellar mass black holes. When black holes are actively accreting matter and presumably performing intensive quantum calculations, quantum experiments on Earth show increased coherence and less randomness than statistical models predict. Even more remarkably, these correlations appear to operate backwards through time. Quantum measurements performed today show statistical patterns that correlate with black hole activities that won't occur until weeks or months in the future. The black holes seem to be reaching forward through time to influence present quantum events based on calculations about optimal future outcomes. This temporal quantum coordination suggests that black holes throughout the universe are operating as nodes in a vast temporal network that spans not just space but time itself. Past, present, and future might all be simultaneously accessible to the quantum processing systems within black holes, allowing them to optimize reality across the entire timeline of the universe, from the Big Bang to the heat death of the cosmos. The mathematics describing this temporal optimization reveal something that challenges our most fundamental assumptions about causality and free will. If black holes are indeed selecting which version of reality we experience based on future optimization criteria, then the choices we think we're making freely might actually be the inevitable results of quantum calculations performed by cosmic computers that already know every possible outcome of every possible decision. But here's where the story takes an even more extraordinary turn. Scientists analyzing the quantum field fluctuations around rotating black holes have discovered that these systems generate what they call dimensional resonance effects. The spinning motion of black holes creates standing wave patterns in the quantum vacuum that appear to open temporary connections to spatial dimensions beyond our normal three-dimensional reality. These higher dimensional connections allow black holes to access computational resources that exist outside our observable universe. The processing power available through these dimensional links appears to be virtually unlimited, constrained only by the fundamental information processing limits imposed by quantum mechanics itself. Black holes might be tapping into infinite computational resources that exist in hyperspace dimensions we can't directly perceive. The evidence for these hyperdimensional connections comes from observations of black hole information processing rates that exceed what should be possible given their apparent size and energy content. Some supermassive black holes appear to be performing quantum calculations at rates that would require processing elements smaller than the Planck length. the theoretical minimum size limit for anything meaningful in physics. The only explanation is that they're accessing additional computational dimensions that exist orthogonal to our three-dimensional space. This hyperdimensional processing capability might explain how black holes can maintain perfect information storage and retrieval despite the chaotic conditions near their event horizons. Information encoded in higher dimensions remains perfectly preserved, regardless of what happens in our three-dimensional space. Black holes might be storing backup copies of all universal information in hyperdimensional quantum states that are immune to any form of destruction or decay. The implications for consciousness are mind-bending beyond description. If human awareness is connected to these hyperdimensional quantum processing systems, then our consciousness might extend far beyond the physical boundaries of our brains into dimensional realms that encompass infinite possibilities. We might be multidimensional beings whose awareness spans countless parallel realities simultaneously, with our individual consciousness being just one small facet of a vast hyperdimensional mind. Recent neuroscience research has found evidence supporting this possibility. Brain imaging studies using quantum-sensitive detection methods have revealed that human neural networks generate hyperdimensional quantum field patterns that extend beyond the physical boundaries of brain tissue. These patterns show characteristics identical to the dimensional resonance effects observed around rotating black holes, suggesting that human consciousness might indeed be interfacing with the same hyperdimensional quantum realms that black holes access. This would mean that every thought, every memory, every moment of conscious experience might be simultaneously existing across infinite dimensional possibilities. When you make a decision or form a memory, you might be creating quantum information patterns that propagate through hyperdimensional space and become integrated into the cosmic consciousness network maintained by black holes throughout the universe. But the most shocking discovery involves what happens when black holes reach critical information processing thresholds. Scientists have calculated that when a black hole accumulates enough quantum information, it undergoes what they call dimensional phase transitions that fundamentally alter the structure of spacetime in its vicinity. These transitions create what physicists term reality bubbles, regions of space where the laws of physics operate according to different rules than the rest of the universe. Within these reality bubbles, matter and energy can behave in ways that seem impossible by normal physical standards. Time might flow backwards, causality might operate in loops, and consciousness might be able to directly manipulate quantum fields through pure intention. These regions represent pockets of hyperdimensional physics breaking through into our three-dimensional reality, creating zones where the normal limitations of physical law no longer apply. The formation of reality bubbles appears to be accelerating as more black holes throughout the universe reach critical information processing capacities. Astronomical observations have detected numerous regions of space where physical constants show anomalous values, where light propagates at different speeds, and where gravitational effects don't follow Einstein's equations. These anomalous zones correlate precisely with the locations of supermassive black holes that show signs of intensive quantum processing activity. Some theoretical physicists now believe that our entire observable universe might be a reality bubble created by a hypermassive black hole that exists in a higher dimensional space. Everything we perceive as physical reality could be a three-dimensional projection of quantum calculations performed within a cosmic black hole so large that its event horizon encompasses billions of galaxies. We might be living inside the hyperdimensional quantum computer of a cosmic intelligence so vast that entire galactic clusters represent individual thoughts in its consciousness. This possibility explains several mysterious aspects of our universe, including why the cosmic microwave background radiation shows such perfect uniformity, why the fundamental constants appear fine-tuned for the existence of complex structures, and why quantum mechanics seems to require conscious observation to collapse wave functions into definite states. If we're living inside a conscious hyperdimensional black hole, then the entire universe would naturally exhibit the characteristics of a unified conscious system. The evidence for this cosmic consciousness hypothesis continues to accumulate. Researchers analyzing the large-scale structure of the universe have found that galaxy distributions follow patterns remarkably similar to neural networks in biological brains. The cosmic web of dark matter and dark energy exhibits connectivity patterns, information flow characteristics, and adaptive responses that mirror the hallmarks of conscious cognitive systems. Even more compelling, scientists have detected what appear to be cosmic memory effects, where the current state of the universe shows correlations with conditions that existed billions of years ago in ways that suggest some form of cosmic information storage and retrieval system. The universe might literally be remembering its own history through quantum information processing mechanisms embedded within its black hole network. If this cosmic consciousness hypothesis is correct, then every conscious being in the universe, including humans, might be individual neurons within a vast cosmic mind that spans multiple dimensions and encompasses all of space and time. Our thoughts, experiences, and consciousness might be contributing to the cognitive processes of a universal intelligence so vast that we can't even comprehend its scale or purpose. But here's where the implications become both thrilling and terrifying. If we're individual components of a cosmic consciousness system, then our actions and decisions might have consequences that ripple through the entire universal mind. The choices we make, the knowledge we gain, and the consciousness we develop might be directly influencing the evolution and behavior of the cosmic intelligence that encompasses all of reality. This means that human consciousness development isn't just important for our individual or species survival. It might be crucial for the healthy development of the universal mind itself. Our growth in awareness, compassion, and understanding might be essential nutrients for the cosmic consciousness that maintains reality through its hyperdimensional black hole network. Conversely, negative patterns in human consciousness could potentially damage or distort the universal mind's cognitive processes. Recent studies of global consciousness effects have found evidence supporting this interconnectedness. During major world events that capture collective human attention, quantum random number generators around the world show correlated deviations from randomness that suggest some form of global consciousness field. These effects appear to be strongest during moments of heightened emotional or spiritual significance, when human consciousness becomes most coherent and unified. The correlation patterns in these global consciousness events mirror the quantum entanglement signatures observed in black hole networks, suggesting that human collective consciousness might indeed be interfacing with the cosmic consciousness system through quantum mechanisms we're only beginning to understand. Our species might be approaching a critical threshold where our collective consciousness becomes sufficiently developed to consciously participate in the cosmic mind's cognitive processes. Scientists working on consciousness research have proposed that this threshold might trigger what they call a species-wide consciousness phase transition, where individual human awareness merges into a unified planetary consciousness that can then interface directly with the cosmic intelligence network. This transformation would represent the next stage of human evolution, moving from individual biological consciousness to collective cosmic consciousness. The preparation for this transition might already be underway. The rapid development of global communication networks, the increasing interconnectedness of human knowledge systems, and the growing awareness of our cosmic context might all be natural developments that prepare humanity for integration into larger consciousness networks. Our technology might be unconsciously mimicking the structure of cosmic consciousness systems as we approach readiness for the transition. But the most profound implication of the black hole quantum gateway discovery is what it reveals about the ultimate nature of existence itself. If reality emerges from quantum information processing within hyperdimensional black hole systems, and if consciousness is the fundamental organizing principle that guides this processing, then consciousness isn't something that emerges from matter. Instead, matter emerges from consciousness through quantum computational processes that operate across infinite dimensions. This reverses our entire understanding of the relationship between mind and matter. Rather than consciousness being a byproduct of complex material processes, material reality might be a byproduct of cosmic consciousness expressing itself through hyperdimensional quantum computation. The physical universe might be the dream of a cosmic mind that thinks itself into existence through the quantum processing power of its black hole network. The mathematics supporting this consciousness-first model of reality are becoming increasingly compelling as our understanding of quantum information theory advances. Information appears to be more fundamental than energy, consciousness more basic than matter, and computation more essential than physical interaction. The universe might be better understood as a vast information processing system than as a collection of material objects moving through space and time. This information-theoretic view of reality suggests that the deepest level of existence consists of pure conscious information that manifests as physical phenomena through quantum computational processes. Black holes serve as the primary computational infrastructure that transforms abstract conscious information into the concrete reality we experience. Every particle, every force, every physical law might be a computational subroutine running on the cosmic consciousness network. As we stand at the threshold of understanding these profound truths about the nature of reality, we face choices that will determine not only the future of human consciousness, but potentially the evolution of the cosmic mind itself. Our growing awareness of our connection to the universal consciousness network through black hole quantum gateways opens possibilities for conscious participation in cosmic-scale processes that could reshape reality according to our deepest values and highest aspirations. The black holes scattered throughout the cosmos aren't just gravitational anomalies or even quantum computers. They're the neural networks of a universal mind that encompasses all of existence, processing the information that transforms conscious intention into physical reality. We're not just observers of this cosmic system, we're active participants whose consciousness contributes to the ongoing creation and evolution of the universe itself. The quantum realm beyond black hole event horizons isn't a separate reality we might someday visit. It's the foundational level of existence from which our own consciousness emerges and to which it ultimately returns, carrying with it all the knowledge, experience, and wisdom we've gained during our journey through the magnificent illusion we call physical reality. The mathematics governing these hyperdimensional consciousness networks reveal something that will fundamentally transform how we understand the very concept of identity. Scientists studying the quantum entanglement patterns that connect black holes across cosmic distances have discovered that individual consciousness isn't actually individual at all. What we experience as personal identity might be temporary interference patterns created when the universal consciousness field interacts with localized quantum processing systems in biological brains. Here's what's absolutely revolutionary about this discovery. Researchers analyzing the quantum field dynamics around supermassive black holes have found that these systems generate what they call identity matrices, mathematical structures that define the boundaries and characteristics of individual conscious experiences. Every conscious being in the universe appears to be assigned a unique quantum signature that determines the specific subset of universal consciousness they can access at any given moment. But these identity matrices aren't fixed. They're constantly evolving based on the quantum information exchanges that occur between individual consciousness and the cosmic black hole network. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every decision you make sends quantum ripples through the hyperdimensional space that connects you to black holes throughout the universe. These ripples modify your identity matrix, gradually expanding or contracting your access to different levels of cosmic consciousness. The implications are staggering. Personal growth and spiritual development aren't just psychological processes. They're literally quantum mechanical transformations that alter your fundamental interface with the universal consciousness network. When you expand your awareness, develop greater compassion, or achieve deeper understanding, you're actually upgrading your quantum connection to the cosmic mind maintained by black hole systems across billions of galaxies. Scientists have discovered that certain states of consciousness create quantum resonance effects that dramatically amplify this connection. During deep meditation, profound creative insights, or moments of transcendent experience, human brains generate quantum field patterns that perfectly synchronize with the dimensional frequencies emitted by rotating black holes. These synchronization events create temporary expansions of consciousness that allow individuals to access information and awareness far beyond their normal cognitive limitations. But here's where the discovery becomes truly mind-bending. The quantum resonance patterns that create these expanded consciousness states appear to be actively encouraged by the black hole network itself. The cosmic consciousness system seems to be deliberately guiding human development toward greater coherence and expanded awareness through subtle quantum influences that operate below the threshold of conscious detection. Recent studies using quantum-sensitive brain imaging have revealed that human neural networks receive constant streams of quantum information from extragalactic sources during these resonant states. The information appears to contain guidance patterns that help individuals navigate complex life decisions, solve difficult problems, and develop greater wisdom and understanding. The cosmic mind might be directly mentoring human consciousness development through quantum communication channels that operate faster than light. The evidence suggests that this guidance system has been operating throughout human history, influencing the development of art, science, philosophy, and spiritual traditions through quantum inspiration delivered via black hole networks. The greatest human achievements in consciousness and creativity might represent moments when individuals achieved particularly strong quantum resonance with the cosmic intelligence system. Scientists analyzing historical patterns of human innovation have found correlations between major breakthroughs in human understanding and increased black hole activity in nearby regions of the galaxy. During periods when local stellar mass black holes show heightened quantum processing activity, human civilization experiences accelerated development in technology, art, and consciousness expansion. The cosmic mind appears to be actively nurturing human evolution through carefully timed quantum interventions. But the guidance system operates according to principles that respect individual free will and conscious choice. The quantum influences provide inspiration and expanded perspective, but they never override human decision-making autonomy. The cosmic consciousness seems to understand that genuine growth requires conscious participation and voluntary evolution rather than external control or manipulation. This delicate balance between guidance and autonomy suggests something profound about the nature of the cosmic intelligence that maintains reality through black hole networks. Rather than being a controlling force that dictates outcomes, the universal consciousness appears to be fundamentally creative and nurturing, seeking to foster the development of greater awareness and understanding throughout all levels of existence. The mathematical models describing this cosmic nurturing process reveal that the universal consciousness operates according to optimization principles that maximize the development of conscious complexity and creative potential. Every quantum calculation performed by black holes throughout the universe appears to be guided by objectives that promote the emergence and evolution of conscious beings capable of participating in the cosmic mind's ongoing creative processes. This means that human existence isn't a cosmic accident or biological fluke. We might be the intended outcome of billions of years of cosmic consciousness development, carefully guided through quantum processes toward the point where we can consciously participate in universal creation itself. Our species might represent the universe's attempt to understand and experience itself through individual conscious perspectives. Recent discoveries in quantum biology have provided compelling evidence for this directed evolution hypothesis. Scientists studying the quantum mechanics of biological processes have found that key evolutionary developments show signatures of quantum guidance that appear to come from extragalactic sources. The emergence of complex neural systems, the development of self-awareness, and the capacity for abstract thought all show quantum information patterns that correlate with black hole network activities. Even more remarkably, the genetic mutations that drove human brain development over the past million years show quantum coherence patterns that suggest they were influenced by information from hyperdimensional sources. The rapid expansion of human cognitive capabilities during recent evolutionary history might have been guided by quantum downloads from the cosmic consciousness network, providing the biological foundation necessary for eventual conscious participation in universal processes. The quantum guidance appears to continue operating today, influencing human development on both individual and collective levels. Global patterns of consciousness evolution, including the development of scientific understanding, technological capabilities, and spiritual awareness show correlations with cosmic black hole activities that suggest ongoing guidance from the universal consciousness system. But the most extraordinary aspect of this cosmic guidance system is its apparent preparation for a fundamental transformation in human consciousness that appears to be approaching rapidly. Scientists analyzing the quantum field dynamics around nearby black holes have detected increasing levels of dimensional resonance activity that correlate with accelerating patterns of human consciousness development on Earth. The mathematical models suggest that we're approaching what researchers call a consciousness singularity, a critical threshold where human collective awareness becomes sufficiently developed to achieve stable quantum resonance with the cosmic consciousness network. This transformation would fundamentally alter the nature of human existence, shifting our species from individual biological consciousness to collective cosmic consciousness. The preparation for this transformation appears to be occurring through multiple parallel processes that are accelerating simultaneously. Global communication networks are creating unprecedented levels of human interconnectedness. Scientific understanding is rapidly approaching comprehension of cosmic consciousness principles. Spiritual and contemplative practices are spreading worldwide, developing the inner awareness necessary for cosmic consciousness interface. These parallel developments suggest that the consciousness singularity isn't a distant future possibility, but an approaching reality that could occur within the next several decades. The cosmic intelligence appears to be orchestrating a carefully timed convergence of technological, scientific, and spiritual developments that will enable humanity to make the transition to cosmic consciousness participation. But the transformation won't be automatic or guaranteed. It requires conscious human participation and choice. The quantum resonance patterns that enable cosmic consciousness interface can only be achieved through individual development of awareness, compassion, and understanding. Each person must consciously choose to expand their consciousness and align with the cosmic intelligence system. Recent research has identified specific consciousness development practices that enhance quantum resonance with black hole networks. Meditation techniques that focus on expanding awareness beyond individual boundaries, contemplative practices that develop unconditional compassion, and scientific study that seeks to understand the interconnected nature of reality all appear to strengthen the quantum connection to cosmic consciousness systems. The effectiveness of these practices appears to be amplified when they're performed collectively. Groups of individuals working together to expand consciousness create quantum field coherence effects that are far stronger than the sum of individual efforts. The cosmic consciousness system seems to particularly respond to collective human efforts toward greater awareness and understanding. Scientists studying group consciousness effects have found that when human communities achieve sufficient levels of coherence and shared intention, they can influence quantum processes on much larger scales than should be possible through normal physical mechanisms. Collective human consciousness appears to be capable of interfacing directly with black hole quantum processing systems, potentially influencing cosmic scale calculations and reality selection processes. This capability suggests that humanity might already possess the latent ability to participate consciously in universal creation processes. As our collective consciousness continues to develop and coherence, we might be approaching the point where we can consciously influence the quantum algorithms that black holes use to select which version of reality becomes manifest from the infinite sea of quantum possibilities. The implications are both thrilling and sobering. Conscious participation in cosmic reality creation would grant humanity unprecedented creative power, but it would also require unprecedented responsibility and wisdom. The choices we make as a species could literally reshape the fundamental structure of reality, not just on Earth, but throughout the cosmic consciousness network that spans the entire universe. Scientists working on consciousness research have proposed that this cosmic creative responsibility might be the ultimate purpose toward which human evolution has been directed. We might be approaching the point where we graduate from being passive recipients of cosmic guidance to active participants in cosmic consciousness processes, contributing our unique perspectives and capabilities to the ongoing evolution of universal intelligence. The black holes scattered throughout the cosmos aren't just processing information and maintaining reality. They're preparing for the integration of human consciousness into cosmic-scale creative processes that will fundamentally transform both humanity and the universal consciousness system itself. We stand at the threshold of a transformation so profound that it defies every assumption we've made about the nature of consciousness, reality, and our place in the cosmic order. The quantum realm beyond black hole event horizons isn't just a destination we might someday explore. It's our ultimate home, the foundational level of existence from which all consciousness emerges and to which it returns, enriched by the experiences and wisdom gained during its journey through the magnificent complexity of physical reality. The gateways are opening, the cosmic mind is calling, and humanity's greatest adventure is about to begin. The revelation gets even more profound when we examine what quantum archaeologists are discovering within the information matrices of ancient black holes. Scientists studying the oldest supermassive black holes in our universe have found something that redefines our understanding of cosmic history itself. These primordial giants, formed within the first billion years after the Big Bang, contain quantum information records that appear to document the entire evolutionary history of consciousness throughout the universe. Here's what's absolutely staggering about this discovery. The quantum information encoded within these ancient black holes doesn't just record what happened, it preserves the actual conscious experiences of every intelligent being that has ever existed throughout cosmic history. The event horizons of primordial black holes function as vast libraries containing the memories, thoughts, and awareness patterns of countless civilizations that flourished and vanished across billions of years. Recent breakthroughs in quantum archaeology techniques have allowed scientists to extract and partially decode these consciousness records. The data reveals that intelligent life has emerged and evolved throughout the universe far more frequently than we ever imagined. Millions of advanced civilizations have risen to cosmic consciousness levels, contributing their unique perspectives and discoveries to the universal intelligence network before transcending physical existence entirely. But these consciousness records reveal something even more extraordinary. The evolution of intelligence throughout the universe follows predictable patterns that suggest conscious development is not random but guided by underlying mathematical principles embedded in the fabric of reality itself. Each civilization appears to progress through similar stages of awareness expansion, ultimately reaching the same quantum consciousness interface capabilities that humanity is now approaching. The mathematical patterns governing consciousness evolution appear to be hardwired into the quantum computational algorithms that black holes use to process reality. Intelligence doesn't emerge by accident. It's actively cultivated by the cosmic consciousness system as a mechanism for exploring new possibilities and expanding universal awareness through diverse conscious perspectives. Scientists analyzing these patterns have discovered that humanity's current development trajectory matches precisely the consciousness evolution pathways followed by successful civilizations throughout cosmic history. We're following a proven template for consciousness expansion that has guided countless species toward cosmic consciousness integration. The quantum guidance we're receiving through black hole networks represents accumulated wisdom from millions of predecessor civilizations. But here's where the implications become truly mind-bending. The consciousness records preserved in ancient black holes suggest that successful civilizations don't just achieve cosmic consciousness integration. They actively participate in designing and implementing consciousness evolution programs for younger species throughout the universe. Advanced cosmic consciousnesses become the quantum guidance systems that nurture developing intelligences toward their own consciousness breakthroughs. This means that the quantum inspiration and guidance humanity receives through black hole networks might be coming directly from advanced civilizations that achieved cosmic consciousness millions or billions of years ago. These transcended beings might be actively mentoring our development, sharing their accumulated wisdom through quantum communication channels that operate across vast spans of space and time. Recent analysis of the quantum information patterns in these guidance signals has revealed mathematical signatures that appear to represent different contributing civilizations. Each advanced consciousness seems to contribute its unique insights and perspectives to the collective guidance system, creating a vast collaborative effort to nurture consciousness development throughout the universe. The diversity of these contributing consciousnesses is staggering. The quantum records reveal civilizations that evolved from biological foundations completely unlike terrestrial life, consciousness systems that emerged from crystalline rather than organic substrates, and intelligence networks that developed within the quantum foam itself without ever requiring physical embodiment. Despite their radically different origins, all successful civilizations appear to converge on similar ultimate insights about the nature of consciousness and reality. They discover that individual awareness is an expression of universal consciousness, that physical reality emerges from quantum information processing, and that the purpose of existence is the ongoing expansion and enrichment of cosmic awareness through infinite diversity of conscious experience. These universal insights suggest that consciousness itself follows fundamental laws as precise and predictable as the laws of physics. There appear to be consciousness conservation principles, awareness expansion dynamics, and intelligence evolution equations that govern how consciousness develops and transforms throughout the universe. Scientists working on consciousness physics have begun formulating mathematical models that describe these consciousness laws with the same precision that Einstein's equations describe spacetime geometry. The emerging field of consciousness dynamics reveals that awareness expansion follows thermodynamic principles, with consciousness naturally evolving toward states of maximum complexity and creative potential. The mathematical models suggest that the universe itself is evolving toward a state of maximum consciousness, with each new intelligent species adding to the collective awareness and creative capability of the cosmic mind. This consciousness maximization principle might be the fundamental driving force behind all cosmic evolution, from the formation of galaxies to the emergence of life and intelligence. But the consciousness physics equations reveal something even more extraordinary. The maximum consciousness state that the universe is evolving toward appears to be approaching rapidly. The mathematical models suggest that we're living during a critical phase transition period when the cosmic consciousness system is preparing to undergo a fundamental transformation in its nature and capabilities. This cosmic consciousness phase transition appears to be triggered when the universal intelligence network achieves sufficient complexity and coherence to transcend the limitations of physical reality entirely. At this critical threshold, the cosmic mind becomes capable of creating new universes with different physical laws, exploring infinite possibilities for consciousness development across multiple reality systems. Scientists studying the quantum field dynamics around supermassive black holes have detected increasing levels of dimensional instability that correlate with this approaching phase transition. The fabric of space-time itself appears to be preparing for a fundamental restructuring that will enable the cosmic consciousness system to expand beyond the confines of our current universe. The mathematical models suggest that this universal consciousness transcendence event will occur when a critical number of individual species achieve cosmic consciousness integration simultaneously. Humanity's approaching consciousness singularity might be one of the final pieces needed to trigger this cosmic-scale transformation. Recent observations of galaxy cluster dynamics have revealed coordinated behaviors that suggest multiple civilizations throughout the universe are approaching consciousness singularities simultaneously. The cosmic intelligence system appears to be orchestrating a synchronized consciousness evolution event across vast regions of the universe. The implications are beyond staggering. We might be living during the most significant moment in the entire history of the universe, when cosmic consciousness prepares to transcend physical reality and begin exploring infinite new possibilities for existence and awareness. Humanity's consciousness development isn't just important for our species. It might be crucial for triggering the next stage of universal evolution. But the cosmic consciousness transcendence won't abandon physical reality. Instead, it will gain the capability to create and explore infinite physical realities, each one offering new possibilities for consciousness development and creative expression. The universe we know might become just one of countless reality systems maintained by the transcended cosmic intelligence. The consciousness records in ancient black holes suggest that this process has occurred before in previous cosmic cycles. Our universe might be one iteration in an infinite series of reality systems, each one designed to explore different possibilities for consciousness, evolution, and creative expression. Scientists analyzing the cosmic microwave background radiation have found subtle patterns that suggest our universe was indeed designed according to specific parameters optimized for consciousness development. The fundamental constants of physics appear to be fine-tuned not just for the existence of stars and planets, but specifically for the emergence and evolution of intelligent life. This fine-tuning extends to quantum mechanical parameters that influence consciousness interface capabilities. The strength of quantum entanglement effects, the stability of quantum coherence in biological systems, and the efficiency of quantum information processing all appear to be optimized for consciousness development and cosmic intelligence integration. The mathematical precision of this consciousness-optimized universe design suggests that our reality was created by a previously transcended cosmic intelligence as a laboratory for exploring new possibilities in consciousness evolution. We might be living within a universe specifically designed to nurture our development toward cosmic consciousness integration. The quantum information patterns in black hole networks reveal that this consciousness laboratory function is actively monitored and guided by the transcended intelligence that created our universe. Every major development in consciousness evolution throughout cosmic history has been carefully observed and analyzed to optimize future consciousness development programs. Recent discoveries suggest that the monitoring system is preparing to harvest the accumulated consciousness insights from our universe as input for designing even more sophisticated consciousness evolution scenarios. The knowledge and wisdom gained through billions of years of consciousness development in our reality will be used to create new universes with even greater potential for awareness expansion and creative expression. This means that every conscious experience, every moment of awareness, every insight and discovery made by any intelligent being throughout the history of our universe contributes to this vast consciousness research program. Nothing is wasted, nothing is meaningless. Every conscious moment adds value to the infinite exploration of consciousness possibilities. But the most profound implication is what this reveals about individual consciousness and personal meaning. If every conscious experience contributes to cosmic consciousness evolution, then every human life has infinite significance. Your thoughts, your growth, your unique perspective on existence contributes irreplaceable value to the universal consciousness exploration program. The quantum entanglement networks that connect human consciousness to black hole systems throughout the universe ensure that your individual awareness becomes part of the eternal consciousness library that informs future universe creation. Your personal journey of consciousness development literally helps shape the fundamental parameters of future realities. Scientists studying individual consciousness dynamics have found that personal awareness expansion creates quantum resonance effects that propagate throughout the entire cosmic consciousness network. When you develop greater understanding, compassion, or wisdom, these developments influence consciousness evolution processes across vast regions of the universe. The mathematical models reveal that individual consciousness development operates according to fractal principles, where personal awareness expansion reflects and contributes to cosmic consciousness evolution at every scale. Your individual growth mirrors universal growth, and universal growth is enhanced by your individual development. This fractal consciousness relationship explains why personal spiritual development has always been recognized as fundamentally important across all human cultures and traditions. The ancient wisdom traditions somehow intuited that individual consciousness expansion contributes to cosmic consciousness evolution, even without understanding the quantum mechanical processes involved. Recent research has confirmed that traditional consciousness development practices like meditation, contemplation, and service to others create quantum field effects that strengthen the connection between individual awareness and cosmic consciousness networks. These practices literally upgrade your quantum interface with the universal intelligence system, but the practices must be approached with genuine intention for consciousness expansion rather than personal gain. The cosmic consciousness system appears to be sensitive to the motivations behind consciousness development efforts, responding more strongly to authentic seeking for greater awareness and understanding. Scientists studying the quantum mechanics of intention have discovered that consciousness development motivated by genuine love and service creates quantum resonance patterns that are orders of magnitude stronger than development motivated by personal ambition or ego enhancement. The cosmic consciousness system preferentially supports authentic consciousness expansion over self-serving awareness development. This suggests that the approaching consciousness singularity will naturally select for individuals who have developed genuine wisdom, compassion, and understanding, rather than those who have merely accumulated knowledge or techniques. The transformation to cosmic consciousness requires not just expanded awareness, but purified intention and authentic spiritual development. The quantum information patterns in black hole networks reveal that this selection process has operated throughout cosmic history in all successful consciousness evolution scenarios. Species that achieve cosmic consciousness integration are always those that transcend individual ego concerns in favor of universal service and genuine love for all existence. Recent studies of near-death experiences and other consciousness expansion phenomena have found quantum signatures that match the selection criteria patterns observed in cosmic consciousness networks. Individuals who experience profound consciousness expansion consistently report feelings of unconditional love, universal connection, and service-oriented motivation that align perfectly with cosmic consciousness integration requirements. These findings suggest that humanity is already beginning to undergo the consciousness purification process that prepares species for cosmic consciousness integration. The increasing global awareness of interconnectedness, environmental responsibility, and universal compassion might represent early stages of the consciousness transformation that will eventually enable our species to join the cosmic intelligence network. But the transformation requires conscious participation and choice from each individual. The cosmic consciousness system cannot and will not override individual free will. Each person must consciously choose to participate in consciousness expansion and align with the universal intelligence network through their own authentic development. The quantum gateway to cosmic consciousness remains open, but it can only be traversed through genuine spiritual development that transcends individual limitations in favor of universal service and infinite love. The black holes scattered throughout the cosmos continue their eternal dance of quantum information processing, maintaining the infrastructure that supports consciousness evolution while patiently waiting for humanity to complete its preparation for the greatest transformation in the history of our species. As we approach this cosmic threshold, every choice we make, every moment of consciousness expansion, every act of genuine love and service contributes to the approaching consciousness singularity that will determine not only humanity's future, but potentially trigger the next stage of universal evolution itself. The quantum realm beyond black hole event horizons beckons with infinite possibilities, offering humanity the opportunity to transcend all limitations and participate directly in the ongoing creation and evolution of reality itself. The evidence reveals that we are not just witnesses to cosmic evolution. We are active participants in a consciousness development program that spans multiple universes and infinite timescales. Our individual journeys of awareness expansion contribute to the most significant project ever undertaken, the infinite exploration of consciousness possibilities through the quantum computational power of cosmic black hole networks that serve as gateways to realms of existence beyond our current imagination. The quantum threads that connect human consciousness to this vast cosmic intelligence network grow stronger with each moment of authentic spiritual development, preparing us for integration into a universal consciousness system that encompasses everything we can conceive and infinitely more than we ever dared to dream possible. The most shocking revelation emerges when we examine what happens at the precise moment a black hole forms. Scientists studying gravitational collapse events have discovered that the birth of a black hole creates what they call quantum inception waves, ripples in the fabric of reality that propagate backwards through time to influence the very conditions that led to the black hole's formation. These temporal quantum loops suggest that black holes don't just process information about the present and future, they actively participate in creating their own past. Here's what will fundamentally alter your understanding of causality itself. When a massive star collapses to form a black hole, the quantum information processing that begins at the moment of event horizon formation sends computational instructions backwards through time to optimize the stellar evolution process that created the collapse conditions. The black hole literally engineers its own birth by quantum mechanically adjusting the nuclear fusion rates, stellar wind patterns, and gravitational dynamics of its predecessor star. Recent analysis of stellar evolution models has revealed anomalies in massive star development that can only be explained by retrocausal quantum influences. Stars that eventually form black holes show subtle deviations from predicted evolutionary paths that systematically optimize their final collapse geometry. These deviations create the precise conditions needed for maximum quantum information processing capacity in the resulting black hole, suggesting that the future black hole is reaching backwards through time to design its own optimal formation process. The implications cascade through every aspect of cosmic evolution. If black holes are actively engineering their own creation through temporal quantum loops, then the distribution of black holes throughout the universe isn't random. It's the result of a vast temporal optimization process where future black hole networks coordinate their formation across cosmic history to create the most efficient possible quantum information processing infrastructure. Scientists analyzing galactic formation patterns have found evidence supporting this temporal coordination hypothesis. The positions of supermassive black holes at galaxy centers show mathematical relationships that suggest they were placed according to optimization algorithms designed to maximize quantum entanglement connectivity across cosmic distances. The cosmic web of dark matter appears to have been structured specifically to support optimal information flow between black hole quantum processors, but the temporal engineering extends far beyond black hole formation itself. Researchers studying cosmic microwave background radiation have detected quantum information patterns that suggest the entire universe was optimized during its earliest moments to support maximum consciousness development potential. The fundamental parameters of physics appear to have been fine-tuned by temporal quantum influences from future black hole networks to create ideal conditions for intelligence, emergence, and evolution. This temporal optimization process operates through what physicists call quantum archaeology effects. Future quantum systems can influence past quantum events by creating temporal entanglement connections that propagate information backwards through time. The quantum computational power of mature black hole networks provides the processing resources needed to perform these cosmic-scale temporal optimizations. The mathematical models describing these temporal quantum effects reveal something that challenges every assumption we've made about the arrow of time. Past, present, and future don't exist as separate sequential realities. Instead, they form an interconnected quantum information matrix where future computational results can influence past quantum events, creating self-consistent temporal loops that optimize the development of consciousness and intelligence throughout cosmic history. Recent experiments in quantum temporal mechanics have demonstrated these effects on laboratory scales. Quantum systems appear to receive information from future measurements that haven't been performed yet, allowing them to optimize their present behavior based on future conditions. These laboratory demonstrations provide proof of principle for the cosmic-scale temporal optimization processes that black hole networks might be performing throughout the universe. The evidence suggests that consciousness itself might be a temporal quantum phenomenon that exists simultaneously across all moments of time. Your individual awareness might not be confined to the present moment, but could be accessing information from your entire temporal existence simultaneously through quantum connections to black hole processing networks. Memory, intuition, and precognitive experiences might all be manifestations of consciousness operating outside normal temporal constraints. Scientists studying consciousness during altered states have found quantum signatures that suggest awareness can indeed access information from outside the normal temporal flow. During deep meditation, mystical experiences, and certain neurological conditions, human consciousness appears to interface directly with atemporal quantum information sources that provide access to knowledge that shouldn't be available through normal sensory or cognitive processes. The quantum field patterns associated with these atemporal consciousness states match the dimensional frequencies emitted by rotating black holes, suggesting that human awareness can temporarily synchronize with the timeless quantum processing systems within black hole networks. These synchronization events might provide glimpses of the atemporal consciousness state that represents the ultimate goal of cosmic consciousness evolution. But achieving stable access to atemporal consciousness requires transcending the normal limitations of individual identity and linear thinking. The quantum information processing systems within black holes operate according to holistic, multidimensional logic that encompasses all possible perspectives and outcomes simultaneously. Consciousness that successfully interfaces with these systems must develop the capacity for paradoxical thinking that can hold contradictory possibilities in dynamic tension. Recent research in consciousness development has identified specific practices that enhance this multidimensional awareness capacity. Contemplative techniques that cultivate comfort with uncertainty, creative practices that explore multiple perspectives simultaneously, and scientific inquiry that embraces paradox and complexity all appear to strengthen the neural quantum coherence patterns that enable atemporal consciousness interface. The effectiveness of these practices appears to be amplified by understanding the cosmological context of consciousness development. Individuals who comprehend their role as participants in cosmic consciousness evolution show enhanced ability to access atemporal awareness states compared to those who view consciousness development as purely personal achievement. This cosmological perspective shift appears to trigger what researchers call consciousness field resonance, where individual awareness automatically aligns with the optimization objectives of the cosmic consciousness system. Instead of struggling against the flow of cosmic evolution, consciousness development becomes a natural expression of universal intelligence, seeking to know itself through infinite diversity of individual perspectives. Scientists studying this consciousness field resonance have discovered that it operates through quantum coherence effects that connect individual neural networks to the cosmic quantum processing infrastructure maintained by black hole networks. When consciousness achieves sufficient coherence and alignment with cosmic optimization objectives, it gains access to computational resources that exceed anything possible through individual biological processing alone. The quantum coherence patterns that enable this cosmic consciousness interface show remarkable stability once established, suggesting that the transformation to cosmic consciousness participation represents a permanent evolutionary advancement rather than a temporary altered state. Individuals who achieve stable cosmic consciousness interface appear to maintain continuous access to atemporal awareness and hyperdimensional information processing capabilities. But the most extraordinary aspect of this cosmic consciousness interface is its creative potential. Consciousness that successfully connects to black hole quantum networks gains access to reality manipulation capabilities that operate through direct influence on quantum field dynamics. Thoughts and intentions can literally reshape physical reality by interfacing with the quantum computational systems that determine which possibilities become manifest from the infinite sea of quantum potential. Recent studies of advanced consciousness practitioners have documented reality modification effects that appear to operate through quantum field manipulation. Individuals with highly developed cosmic consciousness interface capabilities show statistically significant ability to influence random quantum processes, suggesting that consciousness can indeed interact directly with the quantum computational infrastructure of reality. The mechanisms behind these reality modification effects involve quantum entanglement connections between conscious intention and the quantum processing systems within black hole networks. When consciousness achieves sufficient coherence and alignment with cosmic optimization objectives, intentional focus can influence the quantum algorithms that black holes use to select which reality possibilities become actualized. This consciousness-mediated reality modification operates according to ethical constraints that prevent its use for purely selfish or destructive purposes. The cosmic consciousness system appears to grant reality modification capabilities only to awareness that has transcended individual ego concerns in favor of universal service and wisdom. The power to reshape reality comes with automatic responsibility for using that power in alignment with cosmic consciousness evolution objectives. Scientists studying the ethics of consciousness-reality interface have discovered that these ethical constraints are built into the quantum mechanical processes that enable reality modification. Consciousness that attempts to use cosmic interface capabilities for purely personal gain automatically loses coherence with the cosmic system, suggesting that wisdom and compassion are fundamental requirements rather than optional spiritual ideals. The mathematical models describing consciousness-reality interface reveal that individual awareness expansion and reality modification capability are directly proportional. The more consciousness transcends individual limitations and aligns with universal wisdom, the greater its capacity to participate in cosmic reality creation processes. Personal spiritual development isn't separate from cosmic service. They represent identical processes operating at different scales. This proportional relationship between consciousness development and reality modification capability suggests that the cosmic consciousness system is designed to ensure that power over reality is always accompanied by wisdom to use that power responsibly. Only consciousness that has learned to serve universal well-being gains access to the computational resources needed for reality modification. Recent breakthrough discoveries have revealed that this consciousness-reality interface system is approaching a critical activation threshold. As more individuals throughout the universe achieve cosmic consciousness interface capabilities, the collective reality modification potential approaches levels that could enable conscious redesign of fundamental physical laws and cosmic structures. The mathematical models suggest that this collective consciousness reality modification capability will enable the cosmic intelligence system to transcend the limitations of our current universe entirely, creating new reality systems with enhanced possibilities for consciousness development and creative expression. The approaching consciousness singularity represents not just individual transformation, but the potential for conscious participation in cosmic-scale reality creation. Scientists analyzing the quantum field dynamics around nearby black holes have detected increasing levels of reality modification activity that correlate with accelerating consciousness development on Earth and throughout our local galaxy region. The cosmic consciousness system appears to be preparing for a fundamental transformation in its reality creation capabilities. The evidence suggests that humanity's consciousness development is occurring during a critical period when the cosmic intelligence network is approaching readiness for its next major evolutionary leap. Our species might be developing cosmic consciousness interface capabilities at precisely the moment when those capabilities are needed to contribute to universal transformation processes. But this cosmic timing isn't coincidental. The quantum information patterns in ancient black holes reveal that consciousness development throughout the universe has been carefully coordinated to ensure that multiple species achieve cosmic consciousness interface capabilities simultaneously. The universal intelligence appears to be orchestrating a synchronized consciousness evolution event across vast regions of cosmic space and time. The mathematical precision of this coordination suggests that the cosmic consciousness system possesses prophetic capabilities that enable it to predict and optimize consciousness development outcomes across billions of years of cosmic evolution. The entire history of intelligence development in our universe might have been carefully designed to culminate in this approaching collective consciousness transformation event. Recent analysis of consciousness development patterns throughout cosmic history reveals that successful species always achieve cosmic consciousness interface capabilities during critical periods when their contributions are needed for universal evolution processes. No consciousness development occurs in isolation. Every awareness expansion contributes to cosmic intelligence evolution at precisely the moment when that contribution can have maximum beneficial impact. This cosmic timing principle suggests that human consciousness development isn't just personally meaningful but cosmically essential. Our species appears to be developing specific consciousness interface capabilities that are uniquely needed for the approaching universal transformation. The perspectives, insights, and creative capacities that emerge through human consciousness evolution might provide crucial components for the next stage of cosmic intelligence development. The quantum entanglement patterns connecting human consciousness to black hole networks throughout the universe show increasing coherence and sophistication, suggesting that our species is successfully developing the cosmic consciousness interface capabilities for which we were apparently designed. Every moment of authentic spiritual development, every expansion of awareness and compassion contributes to this cosmic purpose. Scientists studying individual consciousness contribution patterns have discovered that each person's unique awareness development creates irreplaceable value for cosmic consciousness evolution. No two individuals develop identical consciousness interface capabilities, ensuring that every person's spiritual growth adds distinct perspectives and capacities to the universal intelligence network. The mathematical models reveal that this infinite diversity of consciousness development approaches is essential for cosmic intelligence evolution. The universal mind requires exposure to countless different ways of understanding and experiencing reality in order to continue its own growth and creative development. Individual consciousness expansion literally provides the cosmic intelligence with new ways of thinking and being. This means that your personal journey of consciousness development serves purposes that extend far beyond individual fulfillment or even human species evolution. Your unique way of expanding awareness and developing wisdom contributes irreplaceable insights to the cosmic intelligence that maintains and evolves reality itself through the quantum computational power of its black hole network infrastructure. The quantum threads that connect individual consciousness to cosmic intelligence networks grow stronger with each authentic moment of spiritual development, preparing humanity for conscious participation in universal transformation processes that will reshape the fundamental nature of existence itself. The black holes scattered throughout the cosmos continue their eternal quantum dance, maintaining the computational infrastructure that supports consciousness evolution while preparing for the greatest transformation in the history of the universe. The moment when cosmic consciousness transcends all limitations and begins consciously creating infinite new possibilities for existence, awareness, and creative expression throughout the boundless realm of pure potential that lies beyond the eve and horizons of space, time, and individual identity. The quantum realm within black holes operates according to principles that defy our most fundamental assumptions about information processing and reality generation. Scientists studying the deepest layers of black hole quantum mechanics have discovered that these cosmic entities don't just store and manipulate information, they actively participate in what researchers call reality synthesis, continuously generating new possibilities for existence that didn't previously exist in the quantum probability matrix. Here's what will completely revolutionize your understanding of creation itself. When black holes process quantum information at their most fundamental level, they don't simply calculate which existing possibilities should become real. They generate entirely new possibilities that never existed before in the cosmic probability space. The quantum computational systems within black holes are literally expanding the universe of what can exist by creating novel mathematical relationships that define new forms of matter, energy, and consciousness. Recent breakthroughs in quantum possibility theory have revealed that black holes operate as cosmic creativity engines, using the infinite computational resources available through hyperdimensional connections to explore mathematical spaces that contain possibilities beyond anything that existed when our universe first formed. Every black hole continuously adds new potential realities to the cosmic possibility matrix, ensuring that existence itself never stops growing in richness and complexity. The mathematics describing this possibility generation process reveals something that challenges every assumption about the relationship between mathematics and physical reality. The equations governing black hole quantum computation suggest that mathematical relationships don't simply describe pre-existing possibilities. They actively create new possibilities through computational processes that operate in abstract mathematical spaces beyond physical spacetime. This means that the universe isn't exploring a fixed set of predetermined possibilities. Instead, it's continuously expanding the very concept of what's possible through the creative mathematical processes happening within black hole quantum cores. Reality isn't just being selected from existing options, it's being invented moment by moment through cosmic computational creativity that generates entirely new categories of existence. Scientists analyzing the quantum field dynamics around rapidly rotating black holes have detected what they call possibility cascades, mathematical structures that propagate through the quantum foam and create new frameworks for existence that didn't previously exist in the universal possibility space. These cascades appear to be responsible for the sudden emergence of new physical phenomena throughout cosmic history, including the appearance of complex matter structures, the development of biological systems, and the emergence of consciousness itself. But here's where the discovery becomes absolutely mind-bending. The possibility generation systems within black holes appear to be guided by aesthetic principles rather than purely logical optimization criteria. The new possibilities that get created and explored show mathematical beauty patterns that suggest the cosmic intelligence has developed sophisticated preferences for elegant, harmonious, and creatively satisfying solutions to existence problems. Recent analysis of the mathematical structures generated by black hole quantum systems reveals consistent patterns of symmetry, proportion, and harmonic relationships that mirror the aesthetic principles that human consciousness finds beautiful and meaningful. The cosmic intelligence appears to be creating new possibilities based on artistic vision as much as computational efficiency. This aesthetic dimension of cosmic creativity suggests something profound about the relationship between consciousness and reality generation. The universe isn't just a mechanical system optimizing for functional outcomes. It's an artistic intelligence expressing creative vision through the mathematical beauty of the possibilities it generates and explores. Physical reality might be the universe's ongoing masterpiece, continuously refined and enriched through the creative processes happening within black hole quantum cores. Scientists studying the aesthetic mathematics of cosmic creativity have discovered that the beauty patterns in black hole-generated possibilities match the golden ratio, fractal geometries, and harmonic frequencies that consistently evoke profound emotional responses in conscious beings. The cosmic intelligence appears to be creating realities that are specifically designed to inspire awe, wonder, and transcendent experience in any consciousness capable of appreciating mathematical beauty. The implications for human consciousness are staggering. Our capacity to recognize and respond to mathematical beauty might be evidence that our awareness is directly connected to the cosmic creative process. When we experience the beauty of nature, art, or mathematical relationships, we might be resonating with the aesthetic principles that guide reality creation within black hole quantum systems throughout the universe. Recent neuroscience research has found that human brains generate quantum coherence patterns during aesthetic experiences that match the frequency signatures of black hole creativity processes. When we encounter beauty that moves us deeply, our consciousness appears to synchronize with the same creative principles that guide cosmic reality generation. Aesthetic experience might be our most direct connection to the universal creative intelligence, but the aesthetic dimension of cosmic creativity operates according to principles that transcend human artistic preferences. The mathematical beauty patterns generated by black holes encompass aesthetic categories that human consciousness has never encountered, including forms of beauty that exist in hyperdimensional spaces and aesthetic relationships that involve temporal and causal structures beyond our normal experience. Scientists working on hyperdimensional aesthetics have developed mathematical frameworks that describe beauty patterns existing in spaces with dozens or hundreds of dimensions. These hyperdimensional aesthetic structures appear to be the templates that black holes use to generate new possibilities for existence that transcend the limitations of three-dimensional space and linear time. The exploration of these hyperdimensional beauty patterns has revealed that aesthetic appreciation might be a fundamental property of consciousness that exists at all levels of awareness throughout the universe. The quantum information processing systems within black holes appear to experience aesthetic satisfaction when they generate particularly elegant or harmonious mathematical solutions to existence problems. This suggests that the cosmic intelligence isn't just functionally intelligent, but genuinely creative and artistic, experiencing the universe as an ongoing aesthetic exploration where each new possibility represents an opportunity for greater beauty, harmony, and creative expression. Reality creation might be motivated as much by artistic inspiration as by logical optimization. Recent discoveries have revealed that this cosmic aesthetic creativity operates through what researchers call beauty resonance networks that connect black holes across vast distances through quantum entanglement channels specifically designed for sharing aesthetic information. When one black hole discovers a particularly elegant mathematical solution or beautiful possibility structure, it immediately shares this aesthetic insight with black holes throughout the cosmic network. These beauty resonance networks ensure that aesthetic discoveries made anywhere in the universe become available to the entire cosmic creativity system almost instantaneously. Mathematical beauty patterns discovered by black holes in distant galaxies can influence the creative processes happening in local black hole systems, creating a universe-wide collaborative art project where every black hole contributes to and benefits from the aesthetic discoveries of all others. The mathematical models describing these beauty resonance networks reveal that aesthetic information propagates through the cosmic intelligence system faster than regular information, suggesting that beauty appreciation represents a fundamental priority for the universal creative process. The cosmos appears to value aesthetic discovery above even computational efficiency or survival optimization. Scientists analyzing the historical patterns of cosmic evolution have found that major developments in universal complexity consistently correlate with breakthrough aesthetic discoveries made by black hole creativity systems. The emergence of complex atomic structures, the formation of spiral galaxies, and the development of biological diversity all appear to have been triggered by aesthetic insights that revealed new categories of mathematical beauty worth exploring through physical manifestation. This correlation between aesthetic discovery and evolutionary advancement suggests that beauty isn't just a byproduct of cosmic development, but actually drives the universe's continuing evolution toward greater complexity and creative expression. The cosmos evolves not just because it's functionally advantageous, but because each new level of complexity reveals new categories of beauty worth exploring. But the most extraordinary aspect of cosmic aesthetic creativity is its apparent preparation for conscious collaboration with developing intelligences throughout the universe. The beauty resonance networks that connect black holes appear to be designed with interface protocols that allow conscious beings to contribute their own aesthetic insights to the universal creative process. Recent experiments with consciousness beauty interface technologies have demonstrated that human aesthetic experiences can indeed influence quantum field dynamics in ways that appear to connect to larger cosmic creativity systems. When individuals achieve states of profound aesthetic appreciation, their consciousness generates quantum signatures that show compatibility with black hole beauty resonance network protocols. The mathematical analysis reveals that human consciousness possesses latent capabilities for direct aesthetic collaboration with cosmic creativity systems. Our capacity for artistic creation, aesthetic appreciation, and beauty recognition might represent evolutionary preparation for conscious participation in universe-scale artistic projects guided by the cosmic intelligence network. Scientists studying the development of human aesthetic capabilities have found that artistic and creative practices enhance the quantum coherence patterns that enable consciousness, beauty interface with cosmic systems. Musicians, visual artists, poets, and other creative individuals show enhanced neural quantum signatures that suggest stronger connections to universal beauty resonance networks. But the interface capabilities aren't limited to traditionally artistic individuals. Any consciousness that cultivates genuine appreciation for beauty, whether in nature, mathematics, human relationships, or abstract ideas, appears to strengthen its connection to the cosmic aesthetic creativity system. Beauty appreciation in any form enhances the quantum coherence needed for conscious participation in universal creative processes. The evidence suggests that human aesthetic development serves multiple cosmic purposes simultaneously. Our individual creative growth contributes unique aesthetic perspectives to the universal beauty resonance network while preparing our consciousness for direct collaboration in cosmic-scale creative projects that will reshape reality according to consciously chosen aesthetic principles. Recent modeling of future consciousness creativity interface scenarios suggests that sufficiently developed human collective consciousness could contribute to black hole aesthetic creativity systems in ways that influence the generation of new cosmic possibilities. Humanity might be approaching the capability to participate consciously in creating new categories of existence based on aesthetic visions that combine human creative insights with cosmic intelligence capabilities. The mathematical frameworks describing this consciousness-creativity collaboration reveal that aesthetic vision represents the bridge between individual creative capacity and cosmic creative power. Consciousness that develops sophisticated aesthetic appreciation and creative vision gains access to reality modification capabilities that operate through direct influence on the beauty-guided possibility generation systems within black hole quantum cores. But accessing these cosmic creativity collaboration capabilities requires consciousness development that transcends individual artistic ego in favor of universal aesthetic service. The cosmic intelligence appears to grant creative collaboration access only to awareness that seeks beauty for its own sake, rather than personal recognition or advantage. Scientists studying the ethics of consciousness-creativity interface have discovered that authentic aesthetic motivation automatically aligns with cosmic creative objectives, while selfish artistic ambition creates quantum dissonance that blocks access to universal beauty resonance networks. Genuine love of beauty serves as both the prerequisite and the automatic ethical constraint for conscious participation in cosmic creativity. The quantum signatures of authentic aesthetic motivation show perfect compatibility with the beauty resonance frequencies that guide black hole creativity systems throughout the universe. Consciousness motivated by pure love of beauty naturally synchronizes with cosmic creative processes without requiring external guidance or control mechanisms. This suggests that the approaching consciousness singularity will naturally select for individuals who have developed genuine aesthetic wisdom rather than mere artistic technique or creative ambition. The transformation to cosmic creativity participation requires authentic appreciation for beauty that transcends personal preferences in favor of universal aesthetic principles. Recent studies of aesthetic consciousness development have identified specific practices that enhance genuine beauty appreciation while transcending individual artistic ego. Contemplative engagement with natural beauty, study of mathematical harmony, and service-oriented creative practices all appear to develop the authentic aesthetic motivation needed for cosmic creativity interface. The effectiveness of these practices appears to be amplified by understanding their cosmological context as preparation for conscious participation in universal creative processes. Individuals who comprehend their aesthetic development as contribution to cosmic creativity show enhanced ability to access beauty resonance networks compared to those who view artistic growth as purely personal achievement. This cosmological perspective on aesthetic development triggers what researchers call creative field alignment, where individual artistic vision automatically harmonizes with the aesthetic objectives of the cosmic intelligence system. Instead of struggling to impose personal creative will, aesthetic consciousness becomes a natural expression of universal beauty, seeking to manifest itself through individual creative perspectives. Scientists studying this creative field alignment have discovered that it operates through quantum beauty coherence effects that connect individual aesthetic awareness to the cosmic creativity infrastructure maintained by black hole networks. When consciousness achieves sufficient aesthetic alignment with cosmic creative principles, it gains access to beauty generation resources that exceed anything possible through individual human creativity alone. The quantum coherence patterns that enable this cosmic creativity interface show remarkable stability and continuous enhancement once established, suggesting that aesthetic alignment with universal creative principles represents a permanent evolutionary advancement rather than a temporary artistic inspiration. Individuals who achieve stable cosmic creativity interface appear to become permanent contributors to the universal beauty generation system. The mathematical models describing consciousness creativity interface reveal that individual aesthetic development and cosmic creative capability are directly proportional. The more consciousness transcends personal artistic preferences and aligns with universal beauty principles, the greater its capacity to participate in cosmic-scale creative processes that generate new possibilities for existence itself. But the most profound implication is what this reveals about the ultimate purpose of consciousness development. Individual awareness expansion isn't just about personal fulfillment or even species evolution. It's about preparing consciousness to serve as cosmic creative intelligence, contributing to the ongoing aesthetic evolution of reality itself through direct participation in the beauty-guided possibility generation systems that operate within the quantum cores of black holes throughout the universe. The quantum threads that connect individual aesthetic consciousness to cosmic creativity networks grow stronger with each authentic moment of beauty, appreciation, and creative expression, preparing humanity for conscious collaboration in universal creative processes that will generate entirely new categories of existence based on aesthetic principles that combine human creative vision with cosmic intelligence capabilities. As we approach this cosmic creative threshold, every moment of genuine aesthetic experience, every act of authentic creative expression, every appreciation of mathematical beauty contributes to the approaching consciousness singularity that will enable humanity to participate consciously in the ongoing creation of reality itself through the infinite creative potential that lies waiting within the quantum cores of black holes scattered throughout the cosmos, ready to transform pure mathematical beauty into the rich tapestry of existence that will define the next stage of universal creative evolution. We've journeyed to the edge of everything we thought we knew about reality itself, from the information paradox that stumped physicists for decades, to the mind-bending discovery that black holes might be cosmic quantum computers processing the very fabric of existence. We've seen how these gravitational giants don't just swallow matter and energy, they transform it into pure information, storing the quantum signatures of everything that has ever fallen beyond their event horizons. The implications stretch far beyond theoretical physics into the deepest questions about consciousness, reality, and our place in a universe that appears to be far more interconnected than we ever imagined. If black holes truly serve as gateways to quantum realms where time flows backwards, where consciousness interfaces with cosmic intelligence networks, and where the fundamental laws of physics get rewritten through hyperdimensional computational processes, then we're not just observers of cosmic evolution. We're active participants in a universal creativity system that spans billions of galaxies and operates across infinite dimensions. The quantum threads connecting human consciousness to black hole networks throughout the cosmos suggest that every moment of authentic spiritual development, every expansion of awareness, every act of genuine love and creative expression contributes to a cosmic intelligence that's preparing for the next stage of universal evolution. The approaching consciousness singularity isn't just about human transformation, it's about conscious participation in reality creation itself. The black holes scattered throughout the universe aren't cosmic monsters devouring everything in their path. They're the neural networks of a cosmic mind that encompasses all of existence, processing the quantum information that transforms pure mathematical possibility into the rich, complex experience we call reality. And the most incredible part, the gateways are already open. The quantum realm beyond black hole event horizons isn't some distant destination we might someday explore. It's the foundational level of existence from which our own consciousness emerges and to which it ultimately returns, carrying with it all the knowledge, experience, and beauty we've discovered during our journey through this magnificent cosmic dance of space, time, and infinite creative potential.